with a crafted mod, and then you're like, okay, I'm gonna crangle this because you want that.
I can't do this just yet.
Yep.
Can someone kill
And
my
then your
guitar?
final crangle is just deal no lightning damage.
Time
And
to
it's like-
die.
And you only have
then
one
they-
chance at the final crangle.
Yeah,
No,
I got
like,
a bit too extreme.
can someone kill my guitar? I've started lagging, so I don't want to risk it.
You know,
I'm
maybe-
heading out. Welcome.
I'll do it.
I'm looking forward to level with you tomorrow, dude. Yep.
No!
See you.
Goddamn mouth. Squid. Leave.
He did.
Dude, invite me.
Squid.
Fucking.
It's okay, I'll level with him tomorrow.
Okay. I only died so many times because I wanted to practice 1 to 5 bucks, okay?
Yeah, I mean,
Wait,
it's good. Alright.
Go back.
My spirit
God.
is spent.
The chase begins.
It's fucking boring. You stay outside the boss. Okay?
Yes, I know. Strike him down, babe.
Outrun this. Double attack.
Wait, this is like 3 bosses at a time.
Outrun this.
Nice.
Another round. Open the void. Double attack. Outrun this. Open that void.
Be still.
Outrun this. Open the void.
It's done.
I can't do this just yet.
Nice, thank you.
Damn it, you made it into the floor. Look at what you must get.
I've heard something sparkling about
Open that void. Outrun this. Double attack. 2 Held attention. Worthy.
Hello. How are we doing? So that was my first and so far the only 10-way fight done. I gotta, you know, touch on of that. And
I
so
can't do this
yeah,
just yet.
quick update. Everything else gear-wise is the exact same, except I moved to these gloves. I finally got a Deli gloves. These were actually a 6 mod, and I annulled off 70 life. I was hoping to annul either mana or the lightning damage to attacks, and then I would have done suffix cannot be changed and Ashling Slam. But right now I might just do suffix cannot be changed and a veiled chaos, and either get +2 projectiles or +2 AoE, and then hope just craft life. And then I swapped out of this one to this one. That now I have a +1 as well. And for that I need to actually annul a suffix off of these, out of this one, so I can craft the lightning chaos res hybrid to maintain my capped chaos res. And then gear tree wise, I am now finally using the Glacier Jewel. The int was a Leo Slam. I talked about this. I think I might have been shown it in the last video already. This is Alt Aug Regal Jewel. And I think I made another one. Yeah, this is also Alt Aug Regal. So just alting Crimson Jewels, Auging and Regaling them right now. Whenever I feel like I want to try to upgrade. But right now my jewels are actually pretty good. That's double damage with life. That's life and damage. This is life, damage, and rest. So I don't think I'm gonna try to upgrade those anytime soon. So as you can see, we swapped out of this here. I'll show this more in the POB. We are still somehow a 5-link gamer. Well, it's mainly because this chest is just so good. It's pretty hard to swap out of this. I might end up just trying to 6-socket this and then try to Grangle it to 6-link once my Crucible levels a bit. I haven't been doing it much because I've been running high like T14 plus maps, and they start to get a bit sketchy around the 50 stack mark. So right now I'm just trying to set up my Atlas. So I mean, well, this is already set up, but I'm trying to finish up my one map missing here. After this is done, I'll get 2 of the favorite slots, and then I'll probably go Watchstone and then favorite some decent T11 here. Probably like Dunes or Canyon or something like that. And then we're just gonna blast, get some essences, do some harvests, and also Jun missions and whatnot. Yeah, quickly we go to POB. Again, this is gonna be provided in the description and whatever. Yeah, so here's the current tree. Here is what this would look like with the exact same level. If I didn't have a cluster, I would just fill out on damage here and then just start the life nodes. So as you can see, we are 6.5k life versus 6.4, and the DPS increase is pretty big there. Oh yeah, and I actually did end up getting a 21 ED as well. I forgot to mention that. So right now this is just a Cirrus DPS config. So we have the 1 range charge, we have the hex, fortification, and stacks and whatnot. So this is without Adre or Righteous Fire, I believe. Yes, okay. So where is my blight? I'll talk quickly about calculating your blight stacks, because there's been some people who have been using Under Destruction instead of efficacy and whatnot, and have been confused like how to calculate your blight stacks. And that is pretty simple. It is your cast rate with the duration. So you go into the calcs, you pick up your blight, and then here skill duration. Right. So currently with efficacy, I will have 4.55, and then I have 4.53. So we just do this. So I get to 20 stacks with this. Now there isn't any actual breakpoints. It's just that, and like I could have like 10 cast speed, and this would still be good. It just means that I get to the cap faster, so there's less ramp up, and then there's basically, if you have a lot of duration, it means that they will last longer even if you didn't have. So there's no breakpoint whatsoever. It's just quality of life on ramp up and quality of life of having the damage, even when enemy is moving and you're not being able to do much damage to it. So, but obviously you would like to be able to at least hit the cap, right? So efficacy, this is currently it, and then you can just calculate the DPS, right? So you have this is the stacks after, and then you could just plug it by there. So, and then if I were to go and use Control Destruction instead, my single stack goes up, right? From 30k, it goes to 33k. The duration goes down. So now if we do the same math here, so 4.53 by 3.59, we get to 17.9 stacks, right? So now we could just, we could slap the stacks here. So we're never going to be able to get more than 18 stacks with Control Destruction right now. That would be like 600k, right? And that's one of the reasons why it's so important to use the maximum stacks for your Blight in the POE. So it just does the calculation for you instead. And now when we pick up the skill there, include it here, it shows efficacy with 48.2% more damage and Control Destruction with 40.2. Versus if you did manual stacks, it's gonna be way more again for Control Destruction. 40 versus 26. So it's very important to use the maximum stack so it does the calculation for you. So obviously I'm gonna use that. So with ED and just Blight, so no Blight here, I'm currently at like 800k Zero DPS. And then if I had a 6-link, I would be at almost like 1.1 mil already. And also another thing to note here is if you're doing fights
I can't do this just yet.
where evasion doesn't matter, such as Zeros, such as Shaper for the most part, this can tank the slam anyways, you can actually sub out Grace for either Haste. I'm gonna be running Haste when I go zoom in lower tier maps a bit, and you could also use Zealotry, which I have them here. So Zealotry right now, for example, would be 21% more damage. Haste is just cast speed and a lot of quality of life of the movement speed. But I'm probably going to be using Zealotry for bossing, where I don't need Grace. I mean, you could argue that you don't need Grace, right? Even without Grace, we still have like 7k evasion, and that's without Jade Flask. With Jade, we're still like almost 14k right now with my current gear. So if you're playing softcore, heavily consider just using Zealotry over Grace. It's really nice, and there's even potentially some setups where you could use like a trigger or something like that, just to try to proc the Consecrate Ground, because that is like, I think it's like 6% life region or something like that. Where are you? Consecrate Ground. Yeah, it's like doubles my life region. So yeah. And now we can compare the cluster jewel setup and the non-cluster jewel setup. So if I take that out, I lose like 100k damage, right? So for a total loss of 100 life and a tiny bit of movement speed, we gain life region, we gain a lot of damage. We gain, well, we actually lose a tiny bit of duration because this is 10% and this is only 5. But now we also open up the slot here. We put another cluster jewel in. I don't actually feel like I need to use it. And I found a high passive map level chaos one. So this is like the best in slot. Well, I guess ideally 85, so you have better suffixes. But we want Wicked Pall and Flow of Life on this, which is 4% increased life with some duration and like over 20 damage. Yeah, that's it. That's the update. Having fun with the league. Whenever I remember to press the button, I should start doing that way more now that I'm gonna downgrade and go actually blast like a bit lower tier maps like T10s, T11s. I'm gonna do a lot more with that. I could probably already go fight Zeros, but I just don't feel like it. I feel like my time is way better invested right now, just blasting essences and whatnot.
Just yet.
I already have a decent amount. This is just from me trying to get the lava lake done for the favorites. But yeah, I'll see you guys the next one.